everyone, good morning. It is Friday, thank you. And today is June 19th, and because it's a holiday, I didn't have my class to teach this morning, so I was able to just go right into working on my schoolwork, which is the 2 discussion replies. So for my ethics and technology class, I had to write a discussion post. So my professor gives us a few questions, asks us to apply the materials from the class, which is the 3 textbooks, and so a chapter from each textbook, and then we need to research 2 journal articles. So 2 peer-reviewed journal articles written in the past 5 years, and put all of that into our discussion post. And then, so that was due Thursday, then we need to read our classmates' discussion post and reply to 2 of our peers, and that is due Sunday. So I started my discussion reply. It is almost 10 o'clock in the morning, and I am gonna go meet a friend from church for brunch. Hi everyone, it is now 12:44 a.m., which I guess it's technically the early morning of Saturday, June 20th. But I just finished my 2 discussion replies to 2 different classmates and posted that. It's technically due Sunday, but I submitted tonight, Friday, early morning Saturday, and so now I'm going to shower and try to spend some time with my husband. That's really important, and he's really patient with that, with me studying and being a content creator. That also adds more to my schedule, right, as far as recording and editing. All of that takes a lot of time, and so I appreciate his patience with that. And in addition, I'm trying to learn technology and also learn about AI and being a content creator. So I briefly started watching June News podcast that he posted, was about how asked ChatGPT how she uses Claude for content in her $1 million business. So as I try to share with my students, that it's important to be a lifelong learner. That's what I do in my life. I try to model that and show them what I'm learning. And so this is some behind the scenes of me as not only a PhD student, but what I'm also trying to do in my own personal life and how it carries over into what I'm learning for my PhD program, but also creating content. And so you'll be on this journey with me. So I just wanted to give you a little snippet as I say goodnight and how I end my Friday. So until next time, we'll see you then. I just had lunch with a couple of really good friends from church, and it's always so nice to get together with other women of faith and belief in Jesus Christ. I've been friends with them for a few months well, probably like 6 or 7 months since we moved here. And it's just fun to catch up, to see what everybody's doing and, you know, their families and all the service. I think that's the other thing that I really love, is just to hear all the different service things that they're doing for others, especially with Father's Day tomorrow. So we get together once a month, and we live in different places. So we're not meeting at the same time for church. We all have different meetings, but we first met at the same church time. I just really love these sisters. They're so sweet and kind and loving, and just were so welcoming when we first moved here. So we had a really nice lunch at Panera. And so now I'm gonna go to the store. I need to get a pie for Father's Day for church tomorrow. We're gonna have a little gathering for the fathers. Of course, I'm gonna have to study later, but just trying to get out, enjoy the weather, and it's good. Again, you know, it's been 3 years in my program, and I'm trying to make sure that I have balance. A lot of times on Saturday, I would just make that strictly about studying. So I'm trying not to do that going into year 4. So again, these are just tips, things that I've learned over the past 3 years, and the biggest thing, which I think it's important to address, right? We talk about mental health and wellness, so it's really important to build in those things that are good, that will help you mentally, spiritually, you know, just feeding your soul with those good things. So getting out, seeing people, making sure that you have food and nutrition, and not just snacking on junk at home when you're studying, but actually having a meal. Those kinds of things that feed your brain, in addition to rest, as I had said before. Just showing you what it looks like when I build these things into my day. And of course, I'm going to be studying, as we all know, and because sometimes 4 to 6 hours straight can also be taxing. And I remember trying to explain this to my husband about why I feel tired, because it may look like I'm not doing anything because I'm just in the office studying, on the computer writing or reading and researching. So it looks like I'm not doing anything, right? Because I'm just in the office at my desk. I feel the mental drain. I can feel the mental drain. And when I'm not sleeping, I can feel how it takes like a little bit. I have to reread something, and I don't do caffeine regularly. Maybe occasionally Dr. Pepper, but I do not use caffeine to survive and push and get through, because I've done that as a teacher sometimes, where I'm pushing through and I'm up until 2 a.m. doing lessons and grading, and then getting up at 5:30 a.m. so only sleeping 3 to 4 hours every day, and you know, all of that's not healthy. So trying to make sure I don't do that in my studies, because I need to be able to think and process what I'm learning, remember what I'm learning. I've noticed these things that are most important to your health. So as I had mentioned about eating and nutrition, vitamins, and then as far as motivation, because I also noticed within an 8-week class, probably around where I am now, I'm at the end of week 5, and I start to feel that burnout and fatigue, and just mentally, because there's so much going on in my brain. I don't know how people make it through law school and medical school. I think definitely for me, these are all really important, especially getting outside. I know sometimes it's hot, it's the summertime. Right now it's a little overcast, and so it can be kind of unbearable to get outside because it's too hot, or maybe it's too cold and it's snowing. Even just getting a little fresh air into your lungs, it all makes a difference. So anyways, that's my spiel as I'm wrapping up the end of this week. Today's Saturday, June 20th. And so in addition to studying, I need to edit my videos, but I'm gonna go to the store and grab that pie for Father's Day. Oh, my father is in Hawaii, so I will have to call him, but I am sending him food. I mailed him a package. I think I did that on Monday, so I didn't record that, but sent him a package, and I will be calling him tomorrow And then my brother, I sent him DoorDash. He loves acai bowl type of things. And then for my dad, he wanted food today too, his favorite garlic shrimp. So I'm gonna put that order in for today so he can get that, and then I'll be calling him tomorrow. But okay, let me get to the store. Okay, so everybody, it's now 2:37, and I went to the grocery store, got home, talked to my husband for a little bit, and then got cranking on my paper that's due tomorrow for my ethics and technology class, and so now we're gonna go to the gym. We're gonna go to the gym and work out, and as I mentioned before, it is important to get out, get the blood flowing, circulating, breathing in fresh air and the oxygen. It really helps your brain, your cognitive abilities. I mean, for the first 2 years for sure, I would just get so locked into my studying and reading that oftentimes I didn't come up for air until all of a sudden I'm like, oh, it's 10 o'clock at night, or oh, it's dinner time. That's something that I would encourage. If you're ready to work out, that's awesome. If not, it doesn't have to be anything major, but just get out. So if you don't have gym membership, it's okay. You could just go to a store, go to a mall, walk around, come home, but just something to get some movement. As I mentioned, I got the treadmill, which was really nice because in the wintertime when it was cold and snowing, I obviously didn't necessarily want to get out and walk. I mean, we did get out, but if I wanted to actually walk, I could just quickly jump on the treadmill, especially if it's late at night. Like I said, I finished my papers 10 o'clock at night, and I just want to jump on the treadmill, walk for 10-15 minutes. That really helps. So we're gonna head to the gym, and then I'll have to come back and start cranking on my papers again, because I have 2 classes. So this is the one class, and I still have to work on the research plan. We're working on pieces of chapter 3 of the dissertation in preparation for my first dissertation course that's going to be in the fall. So I do really appreciate that we have these classes that kind of help us have a draft before we go in, because that'll actually be a semester long class versus the coursework has been 8 weeks, which I feel like it's technically 7 because the last week is just kind of a wrap up. And so it is intense. And online, I feel that if I could do it all over again, I would probably pick in person. But for me and my husband, we've moved around, so it's been nice to have that flexibility. But I feel like that's what I'm paying for, is the flexibility, and I'm not having the benefit of in person. So I think I would have preferred in person, and as I researched, I think I would have picked Vanderbilt probably. I looked at their program, but it is a little bit longer, but they actually have you do a portfolio, which this program does not have you do a portfolio. It's research heavy. I'm hoping that will be beneficial, and I'm looking to publish books in the future. So just some different options of what to do with your PhD. As I mentioned before, my program is instructional design and technology. As you know, technology is constantly developing and changing and growing, and there's iterations, and right now we are in the age of artificial intelligence. There's a lot to learn, and I try to make sure that I schedule time throughout my week to learn the technology. And now that I'm doing this journey, or documenting this journey, that is also added into my day of being able to make sure I edit the videos, which I'm gonna have to, this week, first couple of days, I'm figuring out my schedule for recording and editing. Thanks for coming along on this journey with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if there's anything interesting or something, a question that you have, drop it in the comment box below. and I will respond to you. So we're off to the gym.